called Suits Us People and it serves them fine for thinking that the mill was the darn gold mine. Well, people in the year 19 and 20, the mills are gone, but they got plenty. Lots of people with a good free will, yeah, they moved their homes and they moved to the mill. Oh, the mill had lots of money, they said, but everybody got a hell instead. It was funny in the mountains rolling logs. Now when the whistle blows, you run like dogs. Oh, it suits us people and it serves them fine, thinking that the mill was a darn gold mine. Well, now in the year 1925, the mills are going, but they're just alive. People kept a-coming if the weather was fine. It's just like they're going to a big gold mine. As the time passed on, their money did too, and everyone began to feel kind of blue. If we had any sense up in our domes, we'd still be living in a man little homes. Oh, it suits us people and it serves them fine, thinking that the mill was a darn gold mine. And now in the year 1930, they don't pay nothing and they do us dirty. If we ever do manage to get ahead, well, it seems like all of the mills go dead. Oh, we're down in a hole getting deeper every day. If we ever do get even, it'll be Judgment Day. Oh, there's no use to holler and there's no use to shout. There's more people open than there is at work. Oh, it suits us people and it serves them fine for thinking that the mill was a darn gold mine. Come on, you mountaineers, then listen to me. Take off your hats and shout whoopee. Well, I'm going back to my home in the sky, where we all drink moonshine and never do die. Take my dogs while the moon shines bright, hunt them possums the whole darn night. If you haven't any money to move away, well, it's too bad, folks, you just have to stay. Oh, it suits us people and it serves them fine for thinking that the mill was a darn gold mine. That's kind of old-timey. Davie's going to sing a song written by John Sebastian.
It's called I'm Leaving.
Because if you haven't noticed, we've been sort of doing the residency here for a month or so. And we haven't used very much banjo, and I think it's a good sort of instrument to start off with. And so we're doing a sort of whole banjo set and bringing on Manfred on the fiddle sometime. The song's called I'm Leaving.
Sit down.
That's right, there's a dog actually.
He's been at a pigeon's trials today and he's bored. It's called I'm Leaving. Hey, Troy. Don't give me a place for my memories to stay. Don't show me an inn or a light to find the way. I ain't got time for the things on your mind, and I'm leaving you today. I'm on my way. Please don't you cry when the time to part has come. It's not for what you've said or anything you might have done. I gotta go anywhere, anytime, and I'm leaving you today. I'm on my way, I'm going home. Please don't stick around to see me when I'm feeling low. Don't pass the cards for me to deal the crushing blow. Don't close the door so's you won't see me go when I'm leaving you today. On my way. Gone like a shadow in the night. I won't give you cause for you to feel you have to pine. I'll even close the door so's you don't even quite know I'm leaving you today. I'm on my way and now I'm going.
What's the retune for the song? There's oh, good on you, Jimmy. I'm very glad to say that we have Jimmy Hutchison here singing about time too. The song's called Country Blues. I learned it off a record by Doc Watson. That ringing note is F sharp. Come all you good time people, while I got money to spend, for tomorrow will be Monday, and I won't have a dollar or a cent. When I got plenty of money, well, my friends come standing around, but as soon as my pocketbook is empty, not a friend in this world can be found. Well, my mama told me plenty good people, and my daddy told me more. Said, son, if you don't quit your rowdy ways, you'll have trouble at your door. Now, if I had listened to what my mama told me, I would be at home today, with my drinking and my shooting and my gambling. At home I could not stay. All around this old jailhouse is seating good people. $40 won't pay my fine. That whiskey has ruined my body. cornbread when I'm hungry, good people. Corn whiskey when I'm dry. Pretty women standing around me. Sweet heaven when I die. And when I'm dead and buried, good people, with my cold face turned to the ground, only stand around and mourn, little woman, and see what you have done. Dig a hole in the meadow, good people. Dig it deep in the cold, cold ground. On to come around, all you good time friends, and see what you have done.
I would like to bring in our second fiddler. Manfred is going to come up and play fiddle in this song. The song's called Ribbon Strain. It's followed by a quick burst of an instrumental called High Speed Grass, which is the name of the group. In case you didn't know. Sing it? Sure, yeah.
Train and he put it on the track. You could hear the whistle blow 100 miles. Well, it's so me and it's so loud in mine. You could hear the whistle blow 100 miles. Now Reuben had a wife, she was tired of her life, so Reuben didn't have no wives once. Well, it's so me and it's so loud in mine. Now Reuben didn't have no wife. I've been to the east, I've been to the west. I'm going where those chilly winds don't blow. Well, it's so me and it's so loud in mine. I'm going where those chilly winds don't blow. Now you ought to be in downtown when Reuben's train came down. You could hear the whistle blow 100 miles. Well, it's so me and it's so loud in mine. You could hear the whistle blow 100 miles. Wrong. Reuben had a train and he put it on the track. You could hear the whistle blow 100 miles. Well, it's so me and it's so loud in mine. You could hear the whistle blow 100 miles.
got a bit bummed out. I got a bit bummed out, let's say. We're going to get Manfred up now to play some. Thank you. Take the words out, remember.
Oh, this is a wee bit of a chorus song about a man who gets up very early in the morning and has a nice surprise about something in his beard. It's called In The Stubbler. Early in the morning, hear the razor roar, the silver in the stubble, it wasn't there before, but the leaves are getting greener, and spring is on the way, and the girls are getting prettier and younger every day. The last 4 lines were the chorus. But the leaves are getting greener, and spring is on the way, and the girls are getting prettier and younger every day. Silver in the stubble, winter in the wood, oh, fare thee well, you wicked world, I'm going to be good. For the leaves are getting greener, and spring is on the way, and the girls are getting prettier and younger every day. Time to think of heaven, time to think of hell, time to go to church on Sundays, hark I hear the bell. For the leaves are getting greener, and spring is on the way, and the girls are getting prettier and younger every day. And then comes the big change. If any girl will have me, she only has to say, I'll hang my halo on a hook until another day. For the leaves are getting greener, and spring is on the way, and the girls are getting prettier and younger every day. Thank you. Well, I sing a German song, and I was asked by Kitty several times to sing this song. It's just a wee song. The words were written by Frank Wedekind, who wrote quite sarcastic poems in German. And I said that we tuned to it. And I think I better translate it so that you get all the beauties of this song. I said, child, now you are on the peak of the culture. You've got fleas, bugs and everything, and diseases, quite a lot of them, what is it called, VDs and so on, yeah, quite topical. And I'm really afraid of you every time I see you. Every time I see your shadow just walking behind a corner or something like that, I get a shock. But when we lie in bed in the night, and I pick your fleas, and love is making its way, you're the queen of my kingdom. Kind, jetzt bist du auf der Höhe der Kultur, das ist gewiss. Du hast Wanzen, Läuse, Flöhe, Tripper, Schanker, Syphilis. Haut und Haare, Mähne, Tekeln, von der Stirne bis zur Zeh. Mich durchschauert schon der Ekel, wenn ich deinen Schatten seh. Wenn wir aber nachts uns lausen und die Liebe schafft sich Bahn, preis ich mich als deines Grausen, reiches, treuster Untertan. Well, here's another song with a chorus. Please try to join it. You probably heard it before. It's called Fiddlers Green. Oh, I don't like microphones. Triple stuff. It's called Fiddlers Green, and I picked it up from the singing of the Lagan, one of the last, well, quite a couple of weeks ago. As I strolled down the dockside one evening so fair, to view the calm waters and take the salt air, I heard an old fisherman singing this song. Oh, take me away, boys, me time it's not long. Wrap me up in me oilskin and jumpers. No more on the docks I'll be seen. Just tell me, old shipmates, I'm taking a trip, mates, and I'll see you someday on Fiddlers Green. Well, Fiddlers Green is a place I heard tell, where fishermen go if they don't go to hell, where the seas are all calm and the dolphins do play, and the cold coast of Greenland is far, far away. Wrap me up in me oilskin and jumpers. No more on the docks I'll be seen. Just tell me, old shipmates, I'm taking a trip, mates, and I'll see you someday on Fiddlers Green, where the skies are all blue and there's never a gale, and the fish jump on board with one flip of their tail. You can lie at your ease while there's nothing to do, and the skippers below, they make tea for the crew. Wrap me up in me oilskin and jumpers. No more on the docks I'll be seen. Just tell me, old shipmates, I'm taking a trip, mates, and I'll see you someday on Fiddlers Green, when I'm safely in berth and the long trip is through. There's pubs and there's clubs and lassies there too, where the girls are all pretty and the beer is all free, and there's bottles of rum hanging from every tree. Wrap me up in me oilskin and jumpers, no more on the docks I'll be seen. Just tell me, old shipmates, I'm taking a trip, mates, and I'll see you someday on Fiddlers Green. Well, I don't want a harp or a halo, not me, but I long for the song of the dark rolling sea. I'll play me old squeeze box as we sail along, and the wind and the rigging keep singing the song. Wrap me up in me oilskin and jumpers, no more on the docks I'll be seen. Just tell me, old shipmates, I'm taking a trip, mates, and I'll see you someday on Fiddlers Green. Thank you.
We've got Ed Miller coming all the way from Texas. Here he is. Big hand, please, for Ed Miller.
This first song comes from states like Texas. But also in areas like that, there are a lot of people who are not quite in the country idiom, so to speak. They call them freaks. And there was a song written about 3 years ago by a well-known left-winger called Merrill Haggart, called Okie from Muskogee. We don't smoke marijuana in Muskogee, and we don't take no trips on LSD, but we like living clean and being proper. Yes, we like living right and being free. And we don't make no parties out of loving, but we like holding hands and pitching woo, whatever that means. And we don't let our hair grow long and shaggy like those hippies down in Austin, Texas do. 'Cause I'm proud to be an Okie from Muskogee. That's a place where even squares can have a ball. And we still fly Old Glory down by the courthouse, and white lightning's still the biggest thrill of all. White lightning is what you can buy in the mountains if you want to go blind. Leather boots are still in style for manly footwear. No beats nor Roman sandals will be seen. And football's still the toughest thing on campus. And the kids here still respect the college dean. 'Cause I'm proud to be an Okie from Muskogee. That's a place where even squares can have a ball. And we still fly Old Glory down by the courthouse, and white lightning's still the biggest thrill of all. Yes, white lightning's still the biggest thrill of all. In Muskogee, Oklahoma, USA. least some people say. That we always start off with. It's called You Don't Give a Damn. I'm sorry about that rude word in the title, but it just seemed the right thing to do at the time. You can, I mean, hey, you're right.
Right.
It's got a chorus, but you can't join in because it changes every time. No, so it's in a chorus, really. It's a shame, that.
Away.
It's good, this. Oh, you wake up on a Saturday, your head spinning round, out with your mates the night before, you never touch the ground, but it's all in the cause of enjoying yourself, and you don't give a damn, 'cause all you ever think about is football and money and women and booze and trying to forget your Monday, Friday blues. Well, your mother thinks you're lousy, I don't suppose she's far wrong. She lives on her own, you're all she's got, she won't be here long. But you're too busy right now to think about that. Chatting up a dolly bird, that's right, 'cause all you ever think about is football and money and women and booze and trying to forget your Monday, Friday blues.
That's the story of love.
Someday you'll get married, you'll have kids of your own, you'll watch them grow around you, you'll watch them leaving home. But then, when you're old, shut up! Will you wonder why they don't give a damn, and all they ever think about is football and money and women and booze and trying to forget the Monday, Friday blues. And then, when you're old, will you wonder why? Oh, they don't give a damn, they don't give a damn. I said, no, they don't give a damn, no reason why they should da da. I never thought I was going to make it. Oh dear.
Oh, just start off with the next one.
Put your cap up.
Oh, right.
Right, we'd like to sing a western song now called Railroad Bill. Well, some people prefer Railroad William, but it doesn't fit the tune, you see, so it's called Railroad Bill.
1, 2, 3, 4.
What were you singing?
Railroad Bill. I think you were singing the wrong one.
Wait a minute, I was singing Railroad Bill.
Oh, it was when you said Western song I was confused, sorry.
The things
right.
I have to put up with.
Right, Railroad Bill.
Railroad Bill.
Right.
Railroad Bill. Right.
Okay.
You're gonna sing Railroad Bill. At least I am. Don't know what he's gonna sing. Right. Oh, right. Railroad Bill, he never worked and he never will. He's gonna ride. Railroad Bill, he said to me, why don't you follow the life that is free? I'm gonna ride. Railroad Bill took me along, taught me to pick, and he taught me this song is gonna ride. Railroad Bill, going down the line, is a two-time loser, but a buddy of mine is gonna ride. Now Railroad Bill, going down the track, no money in his pocket, his guitar on his back, he's gonna ride. Railroad Bill, he never worked and he never will. He's gonna ride. Now Railroad Bill, he's dead and gone, left me alone to sing his song. He's gonna ride.
No, okay. Well, we'll do. Might as well.
If you want, all right. Anything you like. No concern of mine what we do.
This is a song we were going to sing, and it's much better, really. 1, 2, 3.
Shut up, you buggers. They too.
John Hardy was a desperate little man, carried a gun every day, killed a man in the West Virginia land. You ought to seen John Hardy get away. Ought to seen John Hardy get away. John Hardy standing at the barroom door, had no hand in the game. His little woman threw a quarter down, says count John Hardy in the game. Count John Hardy in the game. John Hardy lost his last 50 cents, all he had in the game. He drew out his 44 gun and he threw out that poor boy's brains.
blew out that poor boy's brains. John Hardy had 10 miles for to go. Half of that he run till he came to the broad river bank, and he threw himself down and he swam. Threw himself down and he swam. John Hardy went to the tunnel for to make his getaway. Up stepped the sheriff, drew out his gun. Johnny, come along with me. Johnny, come along with me.
Oh, I told me.
You don't, really? Okay, all right. No. Oh, all right.
Him go fiddle. No, don't worry, because it won't be. Well, I'll just start. This is just a quick song, this, that I can't do in less than, well, I have to take only 5 seconds over it. But it doesn't matter. It's specially dedicated to all lovers of Scottish folk music and Jimmy Hutchison and people like that. Anybody who's Scottish, this will play on your heartstrings, you know. What? An A? I don't know what an A is. No. It's got a chorus. The only person who knows it is him, apart from me. So he can't join into this one either. So I'm sorry. It's called the Pibroch Blah, and it goes like this. Oh! Excuse me, my voice is breaking, you know. Oh, Flora Campbell's gone away. She's gone away. She's gone down Brackley Fell. And bra the necht and bra the moon. Should nobody tell. This is the chorus. Oh, the Pibroch Blah, gonna wa, gonna wa, gonna wa, Johnny, oh. Ik kan het doen, harm bannak barn. We pile a Dundee kick. I'll repeat that. We pile a Dundee kick.
In case you didn't catch it.
Yeah. Right-doen, aye, right-doen, aye, right-doen. Right-doen with it, Carlisle, aye. With his claymore. Oh, the Pibroch Blah, gonna wa, gonna wa, gonna wa, oh, Johnny, oh.
We got it that time.
Johnny, Johnny, oh, come ye back no more. Come ye back, come ye back, come ye back to Grecorak, the Pibroch Blah, gonna wa, gonna wa, gonna wa, oh, Johnny, oh. Flora saw Johnny sitting in the dell, aye, in the dell. Aye. His gun to sit beside her, aye, beside her. Right-doen, aye, right-doen, right-doen. Right-doen, and he said, aye, great, aye, with his claymore. Oh, the Pibroch Blah, gonna wa, gonna wa, gonna wa, oh, Johnny, oh, Johnny, oh.
Thank you, the East Fife and Bradford Ready Mix Concrete Company. It must be terrible to be born with a name like that. I think somebody just called them Kenny and Fred, you know. Oh no. Of Noel Farrow. an old hand at the game. Thank you. Big hand for Noel Farrow.
Just two. It's a modern gospel song. You might have seen television last night. There was a guy called John Denver on it, and this is one of his songs. Don't have to believe in Jesus to join in the chorus. The prodigal son, he'd been away a while. He was working his way back home now, over many a ragged mile. He finally crossed the river, and his father saw him near. There was a joyful sound for all the world to hear. I listened to what the good book said, and it made good sense to me. Talking about a reaping what you're sowing, people trying to be free. Now we've got new names and faces. This time around, gospel changes, Lord, still going down. Jesus, he did not doubt his gift, and he knew that he had not long to live. He took care of the business, teaching us how to fly. Then he bowed his head, lay down to die. I listened to what the good book said, and it made good sense to me. Talking about a reaping what you're sowing, people trying to be free. Now we've got new names and faces. This time around, gospel changes, Lord, still going down. Jerusalem, I see you standing high, and if you lose your salvation, there'll be no tears left to cry. Now some men worship the golden calf, and others are bought and sold. And if we live like that, brother, we'll pay the toll. I listened to what the good book said, and it made good sense to me. Talking about a reaping what you're sowing, people trying to be free. Now we've got new names and faces. This time around, gospel changes, Lord, still going down. Thank you. It's another one you might be able to join in. It's a Bob Dylan song called Tambourine Man. Though I know the layman's empire has returned to sand and vanished from my hand, left me blindly here to stand, but still not sleeping. My weariness amazes me, I'm stranded at my feet, and I have no one to meet. And my ancient empty streets too dead for dreaming. Hey, Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song for me. I'm not sleepy and there is no place I'm going to. Hey, Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song for me. In that jingle jangle morning I'll come following you. Take me for a trip upon your magic swirling ship. My senses have been stripped and my hands can't feel to grip. Wait only for my boot heels to go wandering. I'm ready to go anywhere. I'm ready for to fade into my own parade. Cast your dancing spell my way. I promise to go wandering. Hey, Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song for me. I'm not sleepy and there is no place I'm going to. Hey, Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song for me. In that jingle jangle morning I'll come following you. Though you might hear laughing, singing madly across the sun, it's not aimed at anyone. And but for the sky there are no fences spacing. Should you hear baby traces of skipping reels of rhyme to your tambourine in time, it's just a ragged clown behind. Wouldn't pay it any mind. It's just a shadow that you're seeing that he's chasing. Please join the last chorus. Hey, Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song for me. I'm not sleepy and there is no place I'm going to. Hey, Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song for me. In that jingle jangle morning I'll come following you.
That was Noel Farrow, I think you know. I've now got Gerry Carstairs. He's asked me to say a few words about him. He's about 5'6.5". He's got 7, sorry, Gerry. He's got brown hair, blue eyes, green eyes. And,
red. Good evening.
Here we have Gerry Carstairs.
Big hand, please.
I'm here somewhere.
Not to mention Sid Cairns.
What is the first verse? Oh, yeah.
After that devastating introduction, which has just knocked me off my feet, I'll sit down and sing with a foreign crowd. So it's a well-known Carole King song, revived by the sudden bout of Carole King popularity.
Oh, yeah, Carole King.
Yeah. It's a song that most of you'll know. It's called Will You Still Love Me Tomorrow? It's not exactly got a chorus, but it's full of lines everybody sort of half remembers and joins in with. Anyway, it's Will You Still Love Me Tomorrow? So
a song we learnt for the birds, and tonight we feature our feature spot for the night, folks. Robin's going to play dobro
with a microphone stuck.
With a microphone stuck up his shirt.
So
we thought a few places to put it, and we decided that'd be the best place. Don't want to hurt anybody.
If you hear any funny noises, it's my indigestion.
My nights have been lonely since I've been in Tulsa County, and I know there must be something I can do. I just might take a trip somewhere along the southern border, 'cause I know I gotta get away from you. I don't know just where I'll go. I believe I'll ride it down to Mexico, down in Mexico. I got your note in Charleston saying you needed my assistance, but when I got there, you didn't need me then. I may not be a wise man, but I know this life you're leading. You learn your tricks from lots of other men. I don't know just where I'll go. I believe I'll ride it down to Mexico, down in Mexico. I don't know just where I'll go. I believe I'll ride it down to Mexico, down in Mexico.
There's an American singer-songwriter called Townes Van Zandt, who, despite his unpronounceable name, writes some excellent songs. I've been trying to sort of get people to buy his LPs for years, but must be something to do with his name. There's a song of his called Second Lover's Song. Try.
Sit.
You waken next to me, tears flash across the sun. You whisper soft to me that I ain't the only one to breathe your yellow hair, caress your bosom fair. Do you think I really care? Do you think it matters? What do your feelings mean? Do you think I'd love you more if you stood pure and clean?
of those you'd known before? Would your words be sweeter than upon November's wind if you began again? Would your smile be softer? Would your eyes more brightly shine? Would your laughter be more tender? If you'd been only mine for as long as you remember. I don't want tears from you. Don't build your love on shame. What we have done is true. All we can do is remain. Oh, lady, can't you see? I love not jealously, but for what you are to me, and what you'll be tomorrow.
First of all, son. Before we get Jimmy Hutchison up, by the way, those of you who don't know Jimmy Hutchison, well, those of you who have been here any time in the last 8 years or so will know who I mean. Those of you who haven't are in for something. Sorry, Jimmy. We'll get Jimmy on after this song. Okay, I don't think it is. Gerry Rafferty's song.
Well, my daddy was a miner, said there's nothing finer than an Irishman who works an honest day. From steamboat rowing, rain or shine, he made his way down to the mine. Along that dusty road he traveled 15 miles to get there, 15 miles to go, 15 miles back home again on the steamboat road. Well, he'd always talk about the time he got her down in the mine. He said he'd never go back down again, but in his heart he knew he would. He did the only thing he could. He kept on walking down that road, 15 miles to get there, 15 miles to go, 15 miles back home again on Steamboat Road. But when he took to drinking, we knew that he was sinking, that his days were quickly growing to an end. From steamboat rowing, rain or shine, he'd make his way back to the mine. Along that dusty road he traveled 15 miles to get there, 15 miles to go, 15 miles back home again on Steamboat Road.
And now Jamie Hutchison. Big hand, please, for Jamie Hutchison.
Well, I'm a doggone.
Oh, you do something.
It's a song called Éireann go Bra, which means it's the Irish for Ireland forever. But it's actually a song from Edinburgh. First Ed Miller, so yeah. And it's about a lad that went into Edinburgh one day, and he was from the west coast, from Argyll. And because of his soft accent, the people in Edinburgh and the policemen in Edinburgh took him to be an Irishman and sort of run him out of town. And he wrote this song about it. It doesn't really have a chorus, but you could join in the bit that comes in at the end of each verse. It's just sort of Éireann go Bra, it's repeated. It's not repeated, but it's said at the end of every verse. Oh, my name's Duncan Campbell, fae the Shire o' Argyll. I've travelled this country for mony's the mile. I've travelled through England and Ireland and all, and the name that I go by is Éireann go Bra. One night in Aldrickie I chanced to meet a saucy policeman patrolling his beat. He glowered in my face and he gied me sick jaw, saying, when come ye over Éireann go Bra? Now I'm no a paddy, though in Ireland I've been, and I'm no a paddy, though Ireland I've seen. And if I was a paddy, sure it's nothing of all. There's money's the bold hero in Éireann go Bra. Man, I know ye're a pat by the cut o' your hair. Ye all turn to Scotsmen as soon as you're here. You've left your own country for breaking the law, and you're seasoned old stragglers frae Éireann go Bra. Now if I were a paddy and you knew it was true, if I were the devil, pray what's it to you? If it wasna for the baton you held in your paw, man, I'd show ye a game played in Éireann go Bra. Then a switch of blackthorn that I held in my fist, around his big body I made it to twist. The blood frae his napper I quickly did draw, and I paid him stock and interest for Éireann go Bra. But the people they come round like a flock o' wild geese, saying, stop, stop that rascal, he'll kill our police. For every friend I had, I'm sure he had twa. They were very hard times for old Éireann go Bra. So I made for a boatie that sailed on the Forth. I rowed up my bunnel and steered for the north. Farewell to Aldrickie, policeman and daw, and the devil gangway, says Éireann go Bra. So come all ye young fellows who listen to my sang. Now I don't give a farthing to where ye come from, for I'm fae Argyll and the Highlands sae Bra. But I ne'er tak it ill when cried Éireann go Bra. This is an Irish song, which I learned recently. Jesus. Should never ask a fella to sing at this time of night. I learned it recently from a singer called Cathal McConnell,
who's been up here a few times. He's a smashing singer and a good flutist, or whatever they call it. Anyway, it's not really a complete song, I don't think. It's just a fragment. But it's very nice. It's an emigration song. And it's got a nice chorus you could join in as well. Just trying to remember how it starts, which is important. Oh, I am a rambling Irishman, in Ulster I was born in, and many are the happy hours I've spent beside my own Loch Erin. For to live poor I could not endure, like others of my station. To America I sailed away, and left my darling Erin, right Tantanana, Tantanana, right Tantananurannandi. No, the night before I sailed away, I spent it with my darling from 4 o'clock in the afternoon till the break of day the next morning. And when that we were going to part, we linked each other's arms. You may be sure, and very sure, that it wonded both our charms. Right Tantanana, Tantanana, right Tantananurannandi. No, the first night I didn't spend on board, I dreamt I was with my Nancy. I dreamt that I held her in my arms, and well she pleased my fancy. But when I awoke in the morning clear, I found my bosom empty. You may be sure, and very sure, that I lay discontented. Right Tantanana, Tantanana, right Tantananurannandi. Now when we reached the other side, we were both stout and healthy. We cast our anchors in the bay, going down by Philadelphia. So let every lass link with her lad, blue jackets and white trousers. Let every lad link with his lass, blue petticoats and white flounces, right tan-tan-na, tan-tan-na, right tan-tan-na-new-ranandi, right tan-tan-na, tan-tan-na, right tan-tan-na-new-ranandi. Thanks. Once upon a time, in the land of Hushabye, round about the wondrous days of yore, they came across a sort of box, tied up with chains and locked with locks, and labelled kindly, "Do not touch," it swore. Now, decree was issued round about, all with a flourish and a shout, and a gaily coloured mascot tripping lightly on before. Don't fiddle with this deadly box, break the chains or pick the locks, and please don't ever play around with war. Well, the children understood, 'cause children happened to be good, and they were just as good around the days of yore. They didn't try to pick the locks or break into that deadly box. They didn't try to play around with war. Mummies didn't either, sisters, aunts, or grannies neither, 'cause they were sweet and kind and pretty in those wondrous days of yore. Pretty much the same as now, and not the ones to blame somehow for opening up that deadly box of war. But someone did. Someone battered in the lid and spilled the insides out across the floor. A sort of bouncy, bumpy ball made up of guns and flags and blood, and all the horror that goes with war. It bounced right out and went bashing all about and bumping into everything in store. And what was most unfair is that it didn't really seem to care much who it bumped, or why, or what, or for. It bumped the children mainly, and I'll tell you this quite plainly, that it bumps them every day and more, and leaves them burned and sick and crying, thousands of them, dead or dying. 'Cause when it bumps, it's really very sore. Now, there's a way to stop this ball. It isn't difficult at all it takes is wisdom. I'm absolutely sure that we could get it back into the box, bind up the chains and lock the locks. But no one seems to want to say the children anymore. Well, that's the way it all appears, 'cause it's been bouncing round for years and years, in spite of all this wisdom since these wondrous days of yore. And the time they came across the box, tied up with chains and locked with locks, and labelled kindly, "Do not touch," it swore. Here's another jock song. It's got a nice easy jock chorus. It's just it's not any words at all really, it's just nonsense. I'm a forester in the woods, and ye're the same design. It's the mantle o' your maidenhead, good lass, that I've in mind. And sing diddy-I-O, sing fa-la-la-lo, sing diddy-I-O, aye. Well, it seems ye have laid me doon, come pick me up again. And since you've ta'en your wiles on me, come tell to me your name. And sing diddy-I-O, sing fa-la-la-lo, sing diddy-I-O-hi-eh. Now they call me James, they call me John, begad it's all the same. But when I'm in the King's High Court, William, that's my name. Singing diddy-I-O, sing fa-la-la-lo, sing diddy-I-O-hi-eh. Now her being a scholar, she spelt it out again. Ah, William, that's a Latin word, but Willie, that's your name. Singing diddy-I-O, sing fa-la-la-lo, sing diddy-I-O-hi-eh. Now as soon as he's heard his name pronounced, he's mounted his high horse, but she's kilt it up her petticoats and followed wi' all her force. Singing diddy-I-O, sing fa-la-la-lo, sing diddy-I-O-hi-eh. Now he rade and she ran the lang summer's day, until they come to the water that's commonly cried the Spey. Singing diddy-I-O, sing fa-la-la-lo, sing diddy-I-O-hi-eh. Now the water it's so deep, my love, I fear you'll never wade, but afore he's gotten his horse well watered, she's over the other side. Singing diddy-I-O, sing fa-la-la-lo, sing diddy-I-O-hi-eh. Aye, and she has sent to the king, she's knocked and gaining, saying one of your chancellors robbed me, he's robbed me right and clean. Singing diddy-I-O, sing fa-la-la-lo, sing diddy-I-O-hi-eh. Did he rob you o' your mantle? Was it o' your ring? Oh no, it was my maid, and he'd another I canna find. Singing diddy-I-O, sing fa-la-la-lo, sing diddy-I-O-hi-eh. Well, gin he be a single man, married ye shall be, but gin he be a married man, I'll hang him pay on three. Singing diddy-I-O, sing fa-la-la-lo, sing diddy-I-O-hi-eh. Now we all get to the wooden, and we laugh to see the fun. She's the Laird o' Airley's daughter, and he's the blacksmith's son. Singing diddy-I-O, sing fa-la-la-lo, sing diddy-I-O-hi-eh. Just get the band up.
Sid.
Sid.
Hot.
Davie. Hot.
Davie.
First song we're going to do together. It's a nice chorus song.
Together.
It's all, well,
You me
together,
too.
the both of us.
That's where I like it to be, Jim.
It's a song learnt off a record of a guy called Doc Watson. It's an American singer, and it's a smashing singer. And it's a kind of religious song, really.
I think it's,
In fact, it is a religious song altogether. And what we figured, actually, we're going to do two religious songs.
Sunday, innit?
Two.
Sunday, innit?
It's Sunday. Well, we figured, you know, that there's all these churches getting all with it and getting pop groups in to their services to attract the crowds. So we thought we'd try singing some religious songs to see if we could attract them back. It sounded funny when I said it to myself in the toilet. Do you want a mic? Just a minute. You've got a mic. Oh, you want it too? Said you get your feet off the lead. Well, seeing as it's a religious song and it's Sunday, we'd like you all to join in, so maybe do the chorus a couple of times. The chorus goes, talk about suffering here below, talk about loving Jesus, talk about suffering here below, let's keep a following Jesus. And you got to watch, if you mix it up at all, you end up with suffering Jesus somewhere in the middle. Sing along, because that's what it's supposed to be about.
talk about suffering here below, and talk about loving Jesus. Talk about suffering here below, and let's keep following Jesus. Come on, talk about suffering here below, and talk about loving Jesus. Talk about suffering here below, and let's keep following Jesus. Oh, the gospel trains are coming. Oh, don't you want to go and leave this world of trial and trouble here below? Talk about suffering here below, and talk about loving Jesus. Talk about suffering here below, and let's keep following Jesus. Oh, can't you hear me, Father? And don't you want to go to leave this world of trial and trouble here below? Talk about suffering here below, and talk about loving Jesus. Talk about suffering here below, and let's keep following Jesus. Oh, can't you hear me, brothers? And don't you want to go to leave this world of trial and trouble here below? Come on. Talk about suffering here below, and talk about loving Jesus. Talk about suffering here below, and let's keep following Jesus. Talk about suffering here below, and talk about loving Jesus. Talk about suffering here below, and let's keep following Jesus. God bless you. Join in a bit, you like. I am a little beggar man, and begging I have been for 80 or more in the little Isle of Green. I'm known from the Liffey, the Basin and the Sioux, and I go by the name of old Johnny Doo. Of all the trades I go, and the begging is the best, for when the beggar's tired he can lay him down and rest, and beg for a supper with nothing else to do than to slip around the corner with this old rigadoo. I slept one night in a bar caravan, an awful wet night it was. I slept until the dawn, with the holes in the roof and the rain coming through. The rats and the cats, they were playing peekaboo. Who should have woken but the woman of the house, with her white spotted apron and her calico blouse. She began to frighten and I said, boo, don't be afraid, ma'am, it's only Johnny Doo. Well, I met a little flaxy-haired girl one day. Good morning, little flaxy-haired girl, I did say. Good morning, little beggar man, and how do you do? With your axe and your tags and your old rigadoo. I buy a pair of leggings and a collar and a tie, and a nice young girl I'll be courting by and by. I'll buy a pair of laces and I'll colour them blue, and an old-fashioned lady I'll make her too. Over the road with me pack on me back, and it's out through the fields with me great heavy sack.
The holes in my shoes and the rain seeping through, singing skiddermalinky doodle do, it's old Johnny do. I must be going away, for it's getting late at night, and the fire's all down, so it's out with the light. And now you've heard the story of me old rig-de-doo. Good night and God be with you, said old Johnny do. Skiddery-oodle-daddle-daddle-daddle, diddly-daddle-do, diddly-doodle-daddle-daddle-daddle, diddly-doodle-do. A diddle-daddle-daddle-daddle, diddly-doodle-do, diddly-doodle-daddle-daddle-daddle, diddly-doodle-do. Do-diddle-daddle-daddle, diddly-doodle-do, diddly-doodle-daddle-daddle, diddly-doodle-do. A diddle-daddle-daddle, diddly-doodle-do, skiddery-oodle-daddle-daddle-daddle, diddly-doodle-do. Diddle-daddle-daddle-do. Forget that part then. For this, I'd like to ask up Jeremy Carstairs and Mr. Noel Farrow as well, please, to join in a chorus. It's all right, you know. It's not sliding down the razor blade of life. It's another religious song. I'm sorry about it, but it'll not be long now until it's Monday again. Now, the thing is that most of these songs are from, mainly from the Negro population in America. And they're the only people I've ever met that could actually enjoy religion. And they have a pretty good time.
Stop fighting amongst the mics.
This is 5 verses. And it's a peculiar song in as much as the verse is the same every time exactly, but the chorus changes. I told you they enjoyed it. I went down in the valley to pray, studying about them good old ways, and who will wear starry crown? Oh Lord, show me the way. Oh preacher, let's go down, don't you want to go down? Oh preacher, let's go down, down in the valley to pray. Well, I went down in the valley to pray, studying about them good old ways, and who will wear the starry crown? Oh Lord, show me the way. Come on now, deacon. Oh deacon, let's go down, don't you want to go down? Oh deacon, let's go down, down in the valley to pray. Well, I went down in the valley to pray, I was studying about them good old ways, and who will wear the starry crown? Oh Lord, show me the way. Oh sisters, let's go down, don't you want to go down? Oh sisters, let's go down, down in the valley to pray. Well, I went down in the valley to pray, studying about them good old ways, and who will wear the starry crown? Oh Lord, show me the way. Everybody. Oh brothers, let's go down, don't you want to go down? Oh brothers, let's go down, down in the valley to pray. Well, I went down in the valley to pray, studying about them good old ways, and who will wear the starry crown? Oh Lord, show me the way. Oh Father, let's go down, don't you want to go down? Oh Father, let's go down, down in the valley to pray. Well, I went down in the valley
to pray, studying about them good old ways, and who will wear the starry crown? Oh Lord, show me the way. Sinners, oh sinners, let's go down, let's go down. Don't you want to go down? Oh sinners, let's go down, down in the valley to pray. Well,
Sliding down the
shh, no, we're going to do this properly. No, come on back up, man, you know the chorus. This is a song that we wrote kind of collectively while we were down on a kind of holiday in Yorkshire recently.
You don't know it?
Yes, and it's got a lovely chorus, and would like you to join in all the way, really. Gerry, could you come into the middle because you're singing in this place? Do you know
I'll do one first.
Do you know the tune? No.
Don't know the tune, don't know the chorus.
It's a good country and western song, but we wrote it really.
We know it.
I don't know, that's
I don't know, we're trying to learn people who do it. It's not me.
So please join in the chorus. I'm pretty proud of this because I don't really write songs, you know. Okay, I'll sing the first bloody verse. Right. Okay, but give us a hand out with the chorus because it's very nice. You'll like it. Right. Sliding down the razor blade of life. Come on now. Sliding down the razor blade of life. Sliding down the razor, sliding down the razor, sliding down the razor blade of life. Scratching at the scrotum of success. Come on now! Scratching at the scrotum of success. Come on! Scratching at the scrotum, scratching at the scrotum, scratching at the scrotum of success. Everybody now! 1, 2, 3. Sliding down the razor blade of life. Sliding down the razor blade
Noel and Davie and Sid and me, especially Jimmy. That was a brilliant night. This is for people who haven't been here before. This is a singer's night. This is without the guest star night, you know. So if you liked it, please do come back. You know. Next week we've got Archie Fisher, which promises to be an excellent night. We're not going to be here. Promises to be an even more excellent. And thank you all for coming along tonight, and I hope to see you all next week for Archie Fisher. And thank you very much.